These were home games. And now they've got Steph with a thumb injury. They got Jimmy Butler with a thigh contusion, and he played 48 minutes. And you're already got an older team that's a smaller team. So you're asking them to play almost down the line with bigger guys, and you're now wearing on them a little bit. I'm not sure you gave yourself the best chance to succeed. I will say Jimmy Butler has routinely been amazing in single elimination situations. This is why they traded for him for this game. Even though he's banged up and he just played all those minutes, I'd expect him to be great on Tuesday night. My faith in the Warriors has been a little shaken with the way they finished, though. They went 19-2 during that stretch when Steph and Jimmy were in the lineup together. You and I talked about him a lot in there, and then after all that, they still didn't get what their goal was, which was to get a top 6 seed. Right. And the way they were outplayed on their home court in basically a vitally important game against the Clippers, it was worrisome. And so I take nothing off the table, but my confidence in them has definitely been shaken.
Let me ask you this question when he put you somewhat on the spot, my brother. If you're the Golden State Warriors, which should you have preferred? This play-in where you're going up against Memphis? Ultimately, if you beat them, you're the 7th seed and you get Houston in the first round? Or you win yesterday and you're the 6th seed and it's the Lakers you draw in the first round? Which one should the Warriors have preferred?
Well, if they beat the Grizzlies handily, or have an easy victory where nobody else gets hurt and they don't have to play 3 overtimes or something, you could look in the mirror and say it's not the worst situation, because you still get 5 days off, or at least 4 days off between now and the start of the playoffs. You can rest up, and you get a team that is impressive defensively, but not experienced. And you would have an experience edge over them. And the one thing I would say about Golden State is I don't doubt that Jimmy Butler or Steph Curry or Draymond Green can go into a road arena and win. The Lakers had a lot of success against the Warriors this year. Now, the last time they played, the Warriors did get them. But the Lakers are an awesome home team. They've been an awesome home team throughout the year. The reason the Lakers are the 3 seed is because they were so good on their home court, specifically against the West teams. They just absolutely are a different team on their home court. And when you think about the challenge of dealing with Luka and everything that comes with him, and we've seen Luka be a difference-making player in playoff series. We know LeBron can still be. Yeah, Stephen A. I think if you're a Warrior, you're not devastated, but you got to handle your business on Tuesday. You've got to, because the last thing you want to do is have to play another game where you're facing elimination. Then you got a quick turnaround, and then you're looking at the Thunder, and so yeah, I get it, but I'm also a little bit cautious to make assumptions in this Western Conference.
Transitioning to the Los Angeles Clippers, they now face the Nuggets, who fired head coach Mike Malone just last week. I'm wondering what can we expect, but I got to tell you something. I watched the Clippers over the last 21 games. They're 18-3, and they've got the best offense in basketball. And in that span, that best offense has been led by Kawhi Leonard. We know what kind of year James Harden has had. We know that Norman Powell gives you a third option. I mean, when we talk about Austin Reeves in L.A. with LeBron and Doncic, look at what this brother Norman Powell has been with James Harden and Kawhi Leonard after Kawhi Leonard missed the first 34 games of the year. So I'm looking at Kawhi Leonard since March, averaging 25. On better than 52% shooting, 43% from three-point range. This brother looks terrific. And suddenly you're looking at the Los Angeles Clippers, and you got people speculating this is the second best team in the West. Not the Lakers, but the Clippers. What are your thoughts about the Clippers?
Well, what an awesome showing they had going into Chase Center on Sunday, facing the wrath of Steph Curry. I know Steph Curry has the thumb bandaged up, but it wasn't like he was 2 for 15 on threes. He was drilling the shots. He was hitting them with haymakers. He delivered a huge fourth quarter, absolute full dosage of playoff Jimmy Butler, who basically didn't leave the floor in that game. And the Clippers absorbed every blow and basically controlled. It was the Warriors trying to get leverage the whole game, including throughout the entire overtime. Harden was great. You mentioned Kawhi and his stats. I mean, he has never shot the ball better than he did down the stretch of this season. And you could say, well, that doesn't mean anything if he can't make it through the playoff series. I agree. And you know who else agrees? The Clippers. I spent some time with them last week, and their response was, hey, we're doing great. We just got to keep Kawhi healthy. Everything we're doing is trying to keep Kawhi healthy. Stephen A., they played him in a back-to-back the second to last week of the season. Then on the game on Sunday, they played him 47 minutes.
Yes.
Now, they don't do that unless they feel like he's in a good place. Now,
and he looks great.
I know. And sometimes he can be in a good place. It can go left at the drop of a hat. That's the Kawhi Leonard experience. But they're going to try to ride it. You know, when he won that title in Toronto, that jump shot was so calibrated. You know, people talk about and have seen the Steph Curry shooting displays and warm-ups where the dude makes 85 consecutive shots. I'm telling you, I remember watching Kawhi before the finals games in 2019. He would make 65 jumpers from the mid-range in a row. They would have to
saw it when he was warming up. We saw when he was warming up in Toronto against Milwaukee in the conference finals. We saw him.
You and I were standing there in Toronto getting ready to do TV, and they were exhausting the workout guys. They had to have multiple workout guys, not at a practice day, before a game. That's what he looks like right now. That's where his jumper is calibrated. So, look, in all honesty.
So what are we saying? What are we saying? You saying you got him going to the conference finals, Windy? Let's tighten this up. You got him going to conference finals.
I'm saying whoever is healthier in this series between Jamal Murray and Kawhi Leonard, that might be the difference. If Kawhi Leonard can make it through a first-round playoff series, which, by the way, he is not the last two times he's played. It's not like a conspiracy theory or something. If Jamal Murray, you know, who's better and healthier? Because when Kawhi is playing this way, the Clippers aren't a 5 seed. I don't know what their seed is. They ain't 1, but they ain't 5. And when Jamal Murray is playing at the top of his game, the Nuggets are very, very hard to beat 4 out of 7. Now, you got Oklahoma City on that side of the bracket. You know how I feel about them. I am going to believe that they can win the West. But I am telling you, this looks like Kawhi Leonard of 2019 today. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know in 10 days. Today,
terrific as well. Let me transition to the Lakers, Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is a liability. We know anytime Luka Doncic can pull up in a cab. Rudy Gobert is already messed up. Okay, I mean that's just how it is. That's how bad it is for Rudy Gobert when he sees Luka Doncic. Having said all of that, now Doncic's got LeBron James as a teammate. Austin Reeves has really elevated his level of play. JJ Redick, as far as I'm concerned, is a candidate for Coach of the Year. I think he's done an outstanding job along with his staff. I think Minnesota's lone shot to win this series is Anthony Edwards has to be the biggest star on the stage. And